Okay, good morning everybody. I am in the mine, and this is what it looks like. There's a lot of other people here. I'm trying not to get faces in the picture, in the video. There's a lot of face here. But this is... There's crystal voids in some of these pieces that are just laying around on the ground. I picked up this nice druzy quartz piece just a moment ago. And this is the material that this pit is known for, the polka dot agate. You can see the gold colored spots on the white background. And I'll get some close-ups of some of the material, but this is basically the material. I'm going to video cut out there. Sorry about that. I'm going to try to collect some of the ice blue stuff, but I'll have to dig down for that probably. But here's what the surface looks like.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for.
They're small pieces. I'm going to be filling up a bucket of material to go in the tumbler. And
okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about, the car spring.
I'm just going to be hunting this material. So I'll be showing what I get afterwards, and I'll take some pictures and be showing off later. The hunt begins now. Okay, I've been down here for over an hour, everybody. I'm staying down here for another hour. Right now the trip's switching out, so I've got a quiet moment. Not so many people around. And I'm just walking around picking up pieces for my tumbler food bucket here. I've gotten some really nice specimens. I've got some that are like rainbow toned. I've got some nice blue. I've got some nice polka dot. I've got some nice opal. So now I'm just picking up tumbler food. I'm getting some nice pieces. I'd have my gloves off for the video, but unfortunately they say in here that if you take your gloves off, no ifs, ands, or buts, you will be kicked out. No warnings. So I'm not taking my gloves off for any reason. They say not even to pick your nose, so no, I'm not taking off my gloves. As you can see, there's some really nice... I don't have my tripod with me today. Nice druzy crystals on some of these pieces. There's pockets of opal, common opal in the walls. You can see the shine there on that. But there's nice outcroppings. This is all agate, and there's common opal mixed in. I'll probably pick that piece of common opal up. There's some cream colored and some other tones, browns there. You know. But there's all different layers. Here's a layer of like sandstone-like material mixed in. You got the blue. That's the prized blue, which if left out in the sun will bleach out. I just learned that the polka dots in this material are secondary iron minerals, so like limonite and such like that. limonite, girthite. So like, not really pyrite, but the other secondary iron compounds that come after it. But I'm having a blast here, just picking up stuff left, right, and sideways. Things that catch my eye. Something just caught my eye. Here it is. It's a little piece of like orange creamsicle colored opal. Really pretty looking piece, so I'll put that in the bucket. So I figured I'd check in while I had a quiet moment. And they said we could break up these rocks out here as much as we wanted. I haven't tried busting up any. I tried busting some stuff out of the wall. It was really hard stuff and not very productive. I took a picture of this piece over here, this chunk. I was going to try to take that whole block out, and I couldn't get it free. Tried for probably 15 minutes pounding at it from different angles with chisels and my mallet, but just couldn't get it loose. So I just gave up and moved on. Someone will get it later, I'm sure. Then there was someone else that was trying to get a big chunk out. They're working on this boulder over here. They were chipping stuff out from around it. And they were just handing me pieces, so I was taking them. You know, there's all sorts of pieces coming out of there. Nice flakes with fine polka dots. Pieces that have multiple colors in them. Big chunks of polka dot. Just all sorts of stuff coming out of this pocket where they were chipping out from there. Nice quality stuff. And they were just handing pieces to me, and I was just taking them from them. You know, if they want to hand them to me, I'll take them. I didn't have to put any work in. And they're just working that big boulder out of there. And that's their goal. The only thing is you have to pick through what you want before you head out, because whatever you take out, you buy. You can see people have left their tools here. There's a screwdriver. There's a nice piece of druzy material. Nice big chunk. With some nice vugs in it. Crystal vugs. There's just stuff laying all over the place. Something just caught my attention over here. What is it? It's opal. That's a nice multicolored piece of opal. Come on, focus. Focus, focus. There we go. Got some yellows and whites and oranges in there. I'm probably going to take that piece out. It just caught the sun at the right angle and I saw it, and yeah, I'm going to take that out. I just dropped a few pieces here. I have to round them up. Okay, so that's my check-in while it's quiet here. And I will check in after I'm done at the mine here and show off what I got. Looks like someone was working on that piece and gave up. So I'll check in later. The hunt continues. Good afternoon. It's about 12:30. I've exited the mine, the Polka Agate mine, and now I'm heading into the Thunderegg bed. Here's the area where you can collect Thundereggs. You can see all sorts of broken Thundereggs laying on the ground here. Some that are solid, some that have like botryoidal chalcedony, the bubbly chalcedony formations. Here's a piece that I might pick up on the way out. It's got layered botryoidal chalcedony if I don't find much in there, but I'm wagering by the number of people digging and the fact that there's all this stuff laying around. There's a big chunk laying here, and this that has stuff weathering out of it. Looks like there's no shortage of material to be found here. So, that being said, I'm gonna head down in, take a few pictures of a section, and start digging in. Okay, I've just been picking away at this outcropping here, and this just rolled out. It's a nice little Thunderegg, and I found there's one there, there's one there, there's one there. There's a hammer up here. Is that it?
Oh, that's mine. Thank you.
No problem.
Have you seen a brush?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there it is.
But there's another one there. There's one there. There's one down there. So I'm just gonna keep chipping away at these areas around them. And removing material. This one's going to be a big one. Looks like there's one right there too. Some of the material's really crumbly and easy to remove. That was a Thunderegg there. It was rotted though, and rusty.
All you beautiful miners out there, anybody 14 and up, I'm going down to the Polka vein at 1 o'clock, that's in 10 minutes. If you guys want to do that, you gotta go ahead and get your vehicle and line up behind me. If not, I'll do one at 3. What do you need? Your last one's at 4.
Here I am just moving the material that's around this. See, there's one that just rolled out. That was a double. Now it's just half. See, that's just raw material, nothing there. See, this is my S-wing hammer. For size reference, that's a pretty big one. And I'm just gonna get that to roll out of there. Removing the material from around it, above it. Oh. Oh, is this part of cluster? I don't know. Got some more material out. And I think it's, yep, there it is, it's free. That's my first big Thunderegg of the day. Whew. You can tell it's definitely filled with stuff. It's got the healed fractures around the outside. And I'll get them to cut that on the way out so I can show off what's inside it. Woohoo! My first big Thunderegg. Oh. Now that's something. Pardon the pun here. That is off. My bucket list. To hunt for Thundereggs. Thundereggs are the Oregon state rock. They're not a gemstone, they're just a rock. So I have been out to hunt sunstones, which are the state gemstone, and I have been out to hunt Thundereggs now, which are the state rock. So my next video will probably be, the next section of this video will probably be to show off what's inside that big one. So I will be back with what I've found and what's inside that. So I will see you then. The hunt continues. Okay, I am officially done at the mine. So here we go. Here's my post-hunt video clip section. I found some great stuff. Pardon the sun being right behind my head. Go. The one Thunderegg I found that was big is too big for them to cut on their saw here. So I will post that when it's cut open. I'll have to go to the Mount Hood Rock Club. They have a saw big enough to cut that, and I'll be paying per linear inch to cut that open at a later date. So I'll do a special edition video of the reveal on that when I get it back. The double Thunderegg that I had crumbled when they went to cut it, so it is in pieces in here. The small Thunderegg looked more promising to them than the large Thunderegg, but it still fell apart, and it was mostly solid. It did have on one half a nice pocket of highlight opal. You can see the clear bubbly area in there. That is highlight opal. It is a common opal, but I also got more specimens of that. You can see here on this piece it's nice and bubbly looking. But all this over here on this side of the car is all highlight opal specimens. And if you remember my previous videos, highlight opal is highly UV reactive under shortwave UV. So I will be adding a clip showing them under shortwave UV and their reaction afterwards. So those are going to be mounted up as specimens. I'm going to keep the best of the specimens, which is this one here. This formed as a shelf. Come on, focus. Underneath an area. And you can see it has the bubbly area on top. And then you can turn it over and it followed the surface over. And it's also got a coating underneath where the ledge was of highlight opal. So that whole lip is coated with bubbles of highlight opal. The top and wrap around and underside and the surface along the side underneath is all highlight opal. I'm a little bit worried about the brown staining. Might be iron and it might inhibit the UV reaction, but I will find out when I get home and shine my UV light on it. I also picked up this piece from the Thunderegg beds. It has little stalactite fingers of chalcedony sticking out from it. Also picked up these pieces. This has a little curly Q loop of chalcedony formed on it. It also has some highlight opal present on it. This has some little fingers sticking up, poking up. And I don't know if you're able to pick up on that, but it has like an iridescent coating on it as well when it catches the sun. I took this little piece out because it has like little crystals in it. And it's really cool. This is a chunk of common opal I picked out of there. And this is some of the tumbler material I picked out of the mine at the Agate mine area. But I do have to go through it because there is some stuff that I picked up because of the... Okay, come on. There we go. Because of the druzy quartz. Come on, focus. Focus. Oh, that's my finger. I was wondering what was casting a shadow. My finger was in front of the lens. Okay. So, I got mixed specimens in here. So I'm going to have to go through these before they hit the tumbler. Because that's definitely not going in the tumbler. But you can see I even got some of the ice blue stuff in tumbler size. But I got some nice colorful chunks that I'm gonna slab up or have slabbed. So I can cut some nice calves out of those. Got a nice piece with some polka dots in it, combined with ice blue. It's got your coating on it because it had cracks formed around it. So they just pried this, fractured it off around and pried it out. This is my largest piece. And it's slabbable, and it has red polka dots and orange polka dots in it going through it. So that's going to make some nice slabs and some nice stones for jewelry. But yeah, here's my stuff for jewelry that I have to get slabbed up. My club that I belong to charges per linear inch for cutting on their big saw. And that way I don't have to worry about trying to make the cuts on my tile saw with my stone blade. Because material like that would either wedge and cause issues with my saw, or just not come out well enough to do anything with. So I'm about to hit the road back home. It's saying it's going to be another 2 3/4 hours on the road. So I will post this video when I get home. Hope you enjoyed the trip coverage. Until the next time, rock on, happy hunting, and this is Fossil Bill, signing off. Good morning, everybody. It's the next morning. It's Sunday morning here. I'm just doing this now because I didn't get it done last night. Pardon the background noise. My buddy over there has his lamb chop that I gave him. And today I'm showing you the last bit of catch up on the video, and that is showing the highlight opal under shortwave UV. I've got some pieces that are more reactive than others. Some are kind of faintly reactive. Other pieces are just like, wow. And there's multiple layers in some pieces. And then, but I made an interesting discovery also. As soon as I'm done showing off this tray, I will show you what I discovered. And that is that this stuff over here that I thought was chalcedony, whitish chalcedony, is not actually chalcedony at all. And are you ready for this? It is actually highlight opal. And someone left this piece because they didn't want it. And this is all highlight opal. Fingers, bubbles, stalactites, whatever you want to call them. This whole pocket here in this piece. And here's my fist for size reference on this. Here's the pieces that I picked up, the one with the fingers on it, that I thought was chalcedony. All all that white bubbly stuff in that pit is not chalcedony. It's actually highlight opal. All the clear agate that I was seeing in the broken open Thundereggs that people were breaking a window in and leaving behind because it looked blah and colorless to them. Man, I'm sure those would have been like bright green if I had brought my light. I mean, it's not dark in this room. We got light coming in. But, you know, I really should have picked up some of those broken pieces that I was walking by. But there's always next time. I've already gotten verification from one other person that the first story that I had shared on my Truth Seeker video, that the first story is not accurate and the second story is. And this is a person that is not related to either of the sources that I got my stories from, so anyways, looks like I will be able to get back into the mine in the future. But next time I get back in, I am going to collect a lot more of the Thunderegg material and get a lot more opal. So that's what I'm gonna do. So until next time, hope you enjoyed the field trip coverage yesterday, and I was just so tired when I got home. I literally was taking pictures of things and then searching the house looking for my phone. So I'm glad I didn't try to post this and finish this up yesterday because it would have been horrible. So I really enjoyed the trip. Really tired me out, but it was a lot of fun. And it's definitely worth doing again. So until next time, happy hunting. And rock on.